Hello and welcome back to a town called Bastard. This is him, Neill, and we are playing Crusader Kings 2 Conclave. At the end of last episode, I had just demanded a favour from my liege to make me a spy master, and now he wants to make me a commander, which is not going to happen. So let's just move on. I've demanded it as a result of the fact that the rest of the council, Zealot remains the default position in my characters. I'm wondering if it's because I am zealous, or if it's just the default position that you get every time. Was my father zealous? My father was zealous, maybe that's why. Anyway, because my liege passed the law to allow him to revoke titles without, and the council accepted that, which seems, let's go with foolish. I think foolish is the most sensible thing here, so I can't. That's interesting. So, yes, anyway, so my council rejected that, the council rejected that law, or accepted that law, sorry, which is a pain, and I'm going to have to try and get it changed later. In the meantime, I tried to make a law change a bit ago, and my council rejected it, and all this went greyed out. But this law is much, i.e. the one I tried to pass and they rejected, has a greater cooldown than all the others, which is quite nice, I think. So I'm going to try and push for burgher tax. Let's see. Who will vote each way? Well, there's no mayors on it, so I'd have thought they wouldn't be too bothered. Whilst this is going on, the Crusader for Jerusalem continues. This time, the King of Ireland, who doesn't appear to have any boats, or his boats have all gone to the Holy Land with loads and loads of troops, and the King of England have both declared war and are both joining the Pope. So there's England's boats. Does Ireland have any boats? They've joined the Crusade, but for some reason they might not be able to get there. Well, okay, they're the boats. They're just elsewhere. So hopefully that will start reducing the King of Ireland's massive amount of troops. Because he had 20,000 or something stupid. Now my mercenary band. What is my mercenary band doing for me? Oh, it's not shown on my income. Okay. That's a bit disappointing that it's not showing my income, given it is my mercenary band. The Countess of Surrey really doesn't like me. Why not? Well, they've rejected that too. They just don't want to shift any of the obligations. Well. Okay. Liege tax. I have to give 60 gold a year to my liege in tax. Okay. My council just don't want to pass anything, it seems. I don't know what they're doing. Let's do falconry again. Let's see if my son this character is more useful than his father in terms of that. Fine, I'll be a poet again. I've mainly got glory hounds on my council. 2 loyalists. No wonder he passed it with 2 loyalists. I think that's enough votes right there. I might have to get council support because there's nothing they can really use the favour to enforce. I don't think. He's got lover's pox, might as well marry you off to some more already. Fine, I'll marry you off the Kaiser because that could be useful. And then I'm going to offer some of my fellow council members, the loyalists, to support me. Because in fact it won't be the Baron, because they'll want marriages. I don't think there's any danger in, oh, they won't like me, fine. In offering, I have to get back, in offering these baronial level people stuff. But I mean the mayor might try and get something married to me. But I can't see the priest doing it, which is a bit of a downside of it. I mean, there's nothing useful those two can possibly get any use for the favours. So actually, as I was discussing either last episode or the episode before, Countess of Derby, I don't want you to lose your land to someone. Anyway, there's nothing useful that you can do with favours from your peers that I can tell. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think there's a lot. But the consequence of that is that I can freely ask for favours from these, especially these only baronial level people, and there's no downside to it. No, and the other guy got kicked off the council because he's replacing them with dukes. That makes sense. Dukes, there's a slight worry that they could demand marriages and stuff. Duke of Gloucester. No, I'm not going to do that. Because as I said, there's nothing I can use a favour for, because I can't use it for plots. So, no. 60, I'm actually doing quite well on this percentage now. Oh, there's no one else left. Oh well. I'll ask for Bedford again. Ooh, and my son has become an elusive shadow with... He's actually quite good, it's all down to that quick. That's good. He's good. Excellent. Very good. I don't know, given that I say my liege is wise, I don't know if that is him fobbing me off, or if it's just a bugged thing that he should give me something. He should be giving me the title anyway. We'll see. Am I still spying on the Duke of Lancaster? No, I am. Good. And the war in the Holy Land... It's not progressing well so far, because we've not taken anything. But this English army does seem set to do nothing, actually. The AI does seem a little bugged with this. No, because he's not advancing into Jerusalem proper. Is it because he's waiting to reinforce? Maybe. I don't really know what he's doing. How peculiar. Can't figure out why they're just standing there. Unless they think, well, I've reached Jerusalem de jure, and therefore I've done my part. I'm also somewhat amused that my liege can get away with just having this empty voter title. I would have thought that if you have empty voter titles, then the people who want to place it on your council should be even more inclined than normal to demand a spot, because there is one free. There's not even something that has to be cleared up for them. Peculiar. Oh dear. Fine. Right, I'm gonna have to meet by boats. And again, there's nothing from Derby. I've demanded sun, so that's costing me some prestige, but it's worth it. The designated regent and the cupbearer. Good. Good. Great stats. Huge tracts of land and stats. Even better. No, murder's it. Although would murder be going too far? Because no one really likes him. And his son is only one, so would get short reign penalties and has no good traits like Crusader, but he is craven. It only affects vassals. Let's have a look. None of them have a very good opinion of John. Maybe I can get them to dislike him even more. Let's give it a shot. Bit of a breaking of the feudal contract there, but we'll give it a go. My complicity is known, so I'm a known murderer. Oops. Does he dislike me because dishonourable? No, he doesn't like me because dishonourable. Other people seem fine with the fact that I've murdered people. Right, well I'm just going to do this more often, because why wouldn't I? Yeah. It does seem a bit weird that I can just get away with trying to murder them with such ludicrous ease. Oh hum. Yes, I'll go right chest and it'll be fine. Where's Jerusalem going? What's the army of Venice? Where's the army of the King of England? Maybe they died. I'm guessing they died. Okay. No, I'm not going to be your commander because that's dangerous and I'm not that good. Let's face it. There we go. Killing the Derby and Peasant Revolt. There we go. You're welcome. Although, it benefits me. Ooh! I have magically got enough fabrication power. I have no idea how I've managed that. I've managed to fabricate a claim. Excellent. Well then. Oh, he died! Old one died. How did he die? Natural death. I need to bother trying to plot to kill him. Right, I'm going to claim Lancaster. Going against the Act of what the... Okay. Be an act of tyranny. So, let's try and buy favours from my utterly meaningless vassals. Like you. You're meaningless. You're meaningless. No, and you won't say yes. Fine. Baron of Shaftesbury. Oh, why wouldn't he give me a favour? Inflicting interests. What about you? Will I favour of you? Yes. So that should mean I have 2 votes. When they come through, it put me at 3 overall, which should be a tie and therefore I'll win. Excellent. And the meaningless Spy Master. Come on, meaningless Spy Master. Now the downside is, yes, he's dead. Well done. I thought I could get him to call in my vote. Oh, and I've already done that. Okay, fine. So if I declare war, council votes yes. Excellent. That was well worth it. Now they may later on decide that they're calling that favour on something I don't want. In which case, worst case scenario, I just have to gain some tyranny to do that thing. Still worth it. Oh, and the Duchess of Tuperbart is joining me, my wife. Great. Ah, my son is the heir. Excellent. Excellent. Let's meet in Derby. Try and cut them off the pass. November, 3rd of October, excellent. Let's meet up in Lancaster. Yes, I think you're working pretty routed there. Yes, yes, my boss. And he's paranoid. I'm sure I can live with that. He doesn't seem to have any ambitions. Well, don't lead an army then. Yeah, I have noticed so far that my heirs don't seem to have ambitions in their own right. Maybe that was changed because they're having too many ambitions and focus and things, so that they were clogging up game with their calculations. But I thought heirs to players, and well, to large lands such as a duchy or even a county, to be honest, would be able to merit it. I may be just inventing that reason out of my head, but I'd have thought it merited. Somehow I think this war should go rather swiftly. Even split my army in two. That's not quite in two, is it? Oh, it is in two, because of course there's the allies in one of them. And I'm going to allow myself to command this army and put myself in charge, so I can gain the glory. Oh, and he's gained another trait. Oh, he's a flat terrain expert. Excellent. Wonderful. I love being a strategist. And I don't think you can see them. Not be able to. Because my levy size is reduced because the mercenary band. I have enough money now that I might actually consider improving things. Not sure. Well, I suppose levy size and garrison size is always nice. So I'm going to keep York as my capital for a while, which seems likely. This is 2 is in my de jour. I'll get a little bit longer range the archer's attack bonus. What else is the Yorkshire just these 2? Yes, it is these days. Okay. Well, that'll do. Sure, I'll live. Why don't you like me more? I hope it's a battle pope. Of course. Of course. Speaking of battle pope, the armies are just standing around. This does seem like a pretty egregious bug with the AI. I don't know if it's new or if I've just never noticed it before, but because the Crusader targets Jerusalem, they're just standing around. As long as they're in Jerusalem, they seem fine. Maybe they're waiting for... Why on earth are troops here? Is this... Okay, I still have a barony. The barony of Orange. In Mortagne. In Normandy. Wonderful. Sadly, my son will be disappearing. So I won't have control over him. Which worries me slightly. I'm not going to lie. But hopefully I will die at some point soon. In fact, I might make sure I lead battles in the future just so I can die and become my son. So I don't want him to die in other people's control and so forth. What? What just happened? He divorced my son. There's no opinion penalty about it or anything. What on earth? What? What? How do you... What? How do you become celibate, you numpty? My fantastic son has become celibate. Why, I need to pump out more children. Or I hope that he marries someone and gets an affair. That's really irritating. How did he become celibate? What did he do? What? You idiot! I have no other words at this point. This is unheard of for me that my son has just randomly become celibate. Because that doesn't normally happen. I've just got another claim on the Duchy of Arn. I worry that this could be a very short campaign because of this. Not useful for much else right now, are you? You plonker. Ugh. I cannot... I am just so disgusted at this man. They're not... force him to become... Fine. Need a new son. And I need to change Grognard-level inheritance. Oh no, I don't, because I have no other... Yes, I really need... Right. I can marry... My adulterous lover's pox sister, I'm 144. Well, you're... Ooh! Viking metal is playing, I don't know if you can hear it. No, I'm not breaking with you. So this could be a very short series just on the grounds that my son randomly became celibate. And also, he's still an heir. That's what... No. That's what confused me. Being celibate I thought would be... Maybe he wouldn't be exempt from the line of succession because he's celibate, not incapable. Am I making any money off you? Well, he owes me a favour. I quite like this music. It's not really appropriate in some respects. I do quite like it. Now there's an interesting question. Who's next in line? Agnes de Ferrers. Oh, daughter. That's terrible. So I need to die, become my son, and then... Because then it becomes a line of succession from him, not the line of succession of my sister still doesn't want to marry. Ugh. Right, I need... Well, she's still capable. So I'm just going to have to hope that I have another son. I'm going to see if bribing her and getting her opinion up might make her more likely. No, fertility. Need another son. Yeah, sure, give me Bedford. I know that Jesus will roll me in time, wonderful, yes. Essex my land? No. Kent is my land though. At least my army can go straight from fighting Lancaster to taking Kent. My short-lived dynasty. Because of my celibate, moronic celibate son. Just... Ugh. I'm still just so disgusted. I'm the most powerful landowner in the entire of England. I'm a shadow player behind the throne. And yet I'm being delayed and incapacitated in my dynastic powers because my son doesn't want to have sex with anyone. I'm still furious. I don't think I'm ever going to get over this. This might actually be my favourite moment, except for my first and my second game ever of CK2, when I became King of England and then didn't really understand that my siblings would backstab me, and I made a sibling a ruler in Spain or France, I think. And then a couple of generations later, he was still alive, and he was Ecgbert the Devil, King of England, and everyone hated and despised him because he was a 3 times tyrant and a murderer and dishonourable. Aside from that moment, this might be my favourite, just because I'm apoplectic about this bloody boy. Barracks. I know he should get married. There's not a lot that's worth doing about that. Well, I might as well marry him to someone. My sister. Yeah, why not? Is there a way I can legitimise her? No. That's a pity. I might as well marry someone. There's just no point really, is there? No, I'm not going to be a commander. Can I still lose in prestige because I have an unmarried... Oh, I have an unlanded son, which is different than an unmarried son. Are they still sitting there? Okay, this is the worst crusade ever. The Crusaders have arrived in the Holy Land, and rather than attacking the enemy, they've just sat there. and done nothing to try and... Finally, the King of Ruston has joined the fight. Weirdo. Ooh, there's sieging going on. So that someone, the Duke of Holstein, is besieging out there, but no one else is. Weirdos. No. Ooh, I don't think I want... No, only a favour. Yeah, I'll force something else on him. So I now owe him a favour. So he now owes me a favour. I'm slightly worried of what he's going to ask for. But I can just use the favour he's given me to change it back later if I need to. I'm okay with that, to be honest, shifting obligations. So I will demand okay with that, to be honest. So I can just demand that revoked title goes back to the council now. I think. Oh. I'm not allowed to initiate voting. So how do I get him to... Can I get... there must be some way of getting my liege to vote on it, but... We're not in the same council. That's badly formatted, but we're not in the same council. So... Oh. That's somewhat disappointing, so I can't get him to change the council law to the favour that he owes me. Idiot. That's somewhat annoying. Title Revocation Committee. So how did someone else... So, the favour I've returned to him... I thought the favour I owed him... Oh, I didn't call it in. Revocation Committee. Okay. So, how can I... So they have managed to all call for Council Revocation Committee, but how do I do it? Can be voted on by title. Council allowed to initiate it. He owes me a favour. Doesn't have anything about cooldowns. So how do I... How do I do anything? I'm still returning a favour. I've already voted for him. I'm not quite sure how to... I may be missing a trick, but I'm not really sure how I can get him to do anything. Oh, because it's already... Oh, it's been passed. This is how to Jerusalem. Ah, right, so because that was passed and I was being an idiot and didn't notice. Fine. I can call for banishment committee. And... Oh wait, no, that's my land. No, that was my thing. So yeah, I still don't know how I can call for that. There's nothing I can right click on. Oh, they're still voting. Why hasn't voting ended? Maybe it's because they're still voting that I can't vote. Okay. Well, try and figure that out at some point. Why is he... Oh well. Well, that has been it for today, for this session. Join me next time and you'll witness me figuring out what the hell to do with my son, William. Ending the line of Williams. Thank you for joining me. Bye.